Hey everyone, WabbaPlays here. Now I know today there's been a lot of talk about Hut and some feedback about it and everything that goes along with it. Some people think it's stale and that's fine. But today I want to talk to you about a mode that I think really could be improved, and that's squad battles. See, I like Hut. I think it's fun. Is it perfect? No. But specifically to me, squad battles is not fun. It feels like work. And the rewards aren't great. Now, granted, I only have enough time to dedicate and I make it to like Pro 1 or Pro 2 if I'm lucky. I don't really play as much as other people do, and I recognize that. I'm not saying that it should be removed. I just think that there's some things that can be done to make like your average player like me more invested in the grind of squad battles compared to something maybe like Rivals or Hut Chimps or... yeah. And there is a lot of people who like this mode. It's an offline mode that people don't have to play these sweaty games, and I appreciate and I respect that. So I don't think it should be fundamentally changed, but I think there's opportunity to enhance Hut overall. So a quick recap, for those who don't know, you get points based on playing a game against the AI. You get 5 goals, 20 shots, you get the max amount of points around like the 2,000, 2,100 range. Or if you lose, you get 600 like me. And based on your point total, you get rank. And based on your rank, you get certain rewards, and they're all untradeable, which is great. But if you want to look at it, there's 29 games to play in a week. That's 4 daily and then 1 team of the week. So 29 total games. At an average of like 15 minutes per game, that's almost 7.5 hours. So we're basically 1 working day with a lunch break taken out. It's a lot of work, and I know that I said the packs are tradable, but if you don't get good RNG, kind of not a great use of time, and you don't really get anything for it. Now the same can be said about any mode. I think there is more reward that squad battles could benefit from. Now imagine, if you will, that these points could be used in a store. No, not like the store where you have to pay for points, but on cosmetics, not on packs, not on players, things that don't impact the gameplay at all. Just things that would impact the cosmetics. Now what you're saying, well, the way things look, that won't change the game. I get that. It doesn't mean it won't be more fun though. I want to focus on 2 things which I think are the most underutilized pieces in Hut history. Your player cosmetics and the arena. Currently, the arena has been relegated to a card nobody even cares about. Unless you want like Gritty as a mascot for whatever reason. People really want to buy the Philadelphia. But other than that, it literally doesn't matter. And I don't think I even get 10 in a year to do the reroll set that gives me nothing. So 2 things I'd like to propose. Customizing your player and customizing the arena. So let's start with the player. And I think this idea can actually be carried over to other game modes. There are ways to improve what the player looks like without impacting gameplay. Think about it. You play squad battles and you get a bunch of points, and what do? You buy gold skates or a gold stick or hell, even a gold helmet. Hey, maybe these can be used for Hut Champs, because if you are a top player and you get an 88 player that might not make your team, or maybe it's a half player and they're just awful, or maybe you want to utilize all the fun stuff that's already in the game. So for example, different types of skates you can purchase with these squad battle points. They're already all here. It doesn't matter what your skates look like, but it could just be cool to have in Hut. Or maybe you want ones that go for your team. I don't know. Just something to grind towards. I mean, look at these. They put all this work putting them in the year. I didn't even notice about these Chinese New Year ones. This is how little I play Yishul. But still, look at this. Oh, I want those electric green ones. Let's go. But straight up, all this great stuff is in the game, and it's only used for Yishul. Why not just bring it over to be able to purchase with your squad battle points? And it doesn't impact the game at all. Now, I'm not saying they should utilize like the goofy jerseys and the lumberjack thing. I think that actual real jerseys from a team should still be used, because I think it is the more competitive mode. Don't argue. Just go with me. But wouldn't cool skates or helmets be a great thing that you could apply? I mean, way better than like, I know they have goalie helmets, but those aren't really used that much, and you can't even like use them in sets. But maybe you could have an opportunity to re-roll a bunch of your skates or something like that. Anyway, this is just my first idea. Or maybe a gold stick to somebody who does really well. Alright, so my next idea is around the arena. This is probably the biggest thing, because the home and away games don't really feel all that different. I feel like they're boring, and I feel like there's a way to currently utilize the already existing assets in the game to be able to benefit Hut and to make squad battles points actually mean something. Wouldn't it be fun to visit an opponent arena and see what they have? Not just the team that they built, but also the arena that they built. You know, maybe they're really good. Maybe they have some, things that you've never seen before. Or maybe you get to flex with something awesome that you bought when people come and play a home game. It's all right there. So there are several customization options. I put them all right over here. that you can have. There's architecture, wall color, scoreboard, ice, having the logo, the arena audio, maybe the scoreboard, what happens when a goal is actually scored, goal sound. These are all things that could be customized. You might start off in a small arena and actually be able to purchase a bigger one later down the line once you've played more squad battles. So if you do, you have this giant, great NHL arena, and if you don't, then maybe you play in one of the minor arenas, and that's fine. It's not going to impact the game at all. The larger arena types could have crazy scoreboards, maybe ones that are gold or something. Anyway, just a flexing option. The smaller ones could just have the basic equipment that only costs maybe a few hundred squad battle. Going into an opponent's arena will actually feel like an away game, and having people come to yours will actually, visually give you a home ice advantage. It'll be a true home game rather than just some generic arena. And I know they're all based on the NHL teams, but do they really feel that different? Now, there's a few other things you could do here. Mascot. Maybe you could pay squad battle points to get the mascot that you want for whatever reason, if you want Gritty or if you want Carlton or if you want Blades. Or maybe EA makes their own mascots with people they've collaborated with in the past. Maybe you can have Snoop Dogg be your mascot. Maybe the On the Bench boys. Maybe some high-profile EA game changers who I'm sure would love to be in the game. Maybe the On the Bench boys who've done a lot of work with EA. Like, there's so much opportunity to highlight these, just something fun. And if you don't care about that, then you don't have to worry about it. Just use a base arena. Maybe the rink ads can be customizable. I don't know if there's like a branding deal in effect. If there is, disregard this. But if there isn't, if you want to use your hockey equipment ads, you can. Or maybe you can have other things that EA already creates. Maybe inside jokes with player names or, different logos, maybe from their other games. Or if they're releasing, a new Star Wars game, maybe you can have Star Wars branded ads. Just something that you can choose. And I think it'd be another way to just customize it that has little impact on the game itself. Banners! What about banners? I think they just added banners to Eashel. Why is it not in Hut? If you come in top 10 one week, why don't you have a banner hanging? Or maybe you qualify for the GWC and you want to have a banner up there to flex. I don't know. Or maybe you can just have like silly joke banners that EA creates that you can purchase, like the ones the Preds put up for coming in like 4th place or something. Anything. I just think it would be fun. And also they have outdoor rinks in the games, but you can only use them in like eliminators and certain Hut Rush games. I think that the option to be able to play in an outdoor would be wanted by a lot of people who play this, and you would have to really grind to get that outdoor rink. Now, I would say it wouldn't be used in Hut Champs. This would be Rivals only or whatever other mode you want to play, just because, sometimes the light they do or what. I just think Hut Champs should be unaffected, but this is another customization option that we just don't have really in a lot of parts of the game that I think people are really excited about. And I don't have a suggestion for how much points these things could cost. I don't have the data, but I'm sure EA has all the information on people who play squad battles and the average number of points they get per week and total number. So if you want to send me that, I'd be happy to look at it for you. Lastly, maybe customization options could be included in the customization pack or be its own separate pack. Or if EA wants to, they can offer a pack that people can pay points for that will get them these arena customizations, just randomly like they do in the customization packs today with the jerseys or the numbers. It's just an alternative way to generate revenue. And I don't want to get into the, it's just, if you want to, you can. It's not like buying new players. It's not a pay to win. If anything, it's a pay to look cool or not look cool. You don't have to do it. It's just another option to make squad battles attractive to play for people who just don't like it as much as other modes. I like that EA is trying new things with Hut Rush, and I know Squad Battles was new a few years ago, and there's no real way to get feedback on it until the game is out in the open and people are talking about it. So I think we should at least appreciate they're trying new things, but that doesn't make them immune to criticism. And that's why I want to share my idea on how to make squad battles better. It's a mode that I've really fallen out of love with. It feels like a chore sometimes, but I think that doing something like this might be a way to bring back people in like me. Hopefully, if people do have feedback for EA, definitely share it, but also share some of your own ideas. How would you make it better? It's okay, it's easy to say that something's bad, but what would make it good? In your opinion, and there's no right opinion. There's no wrong opinion. So please let me know about what you think about this. I'm open to any feedback. If you think it's great, perfect. If you think it stinks, honestly, that's okay. This is just something I've been thinking about. And with all the things about Hut going on today, I want a way to share a way that I think Hut could be enhanced just with these cosmetic type options. Hope to hear what you guys have to say. And let me know if you have any questions.